Okay, today we're going to talk about planting onions. How to plant onions, make sure you plant the right onions for your growing zone. My growing zone is US Zone 5B. It's a northern climate. And it's very important that you grow the right onion for your climate. If you live in a northern climate, you need to plant long day onions. Long day onions are triggered to bulb on the longest day of the year, middle of the summer. So here we are. This is my seed starting mix. It's coco coir, perlite, and vermiculite. I only wet it enough in there to get it to break up some. I found that coco coir or peat moss, if you get it too wet and then have to store it for any period of time, it starts to grow mold. So what I like to do is just add just enough moisture to get it to break up so that I can store it, because I'm going to be planting seeds for the next few months and I don't want to waste any. So here we go. First thing I do is I take some of these seed starting trays. I got these off Amazon. There's a lot of places you can get them. I pack them pretty full and tight. I try to leave them about a 1/4 inch or so down, even if it's just your fingertip down. They don't need to be very loose. You really want to pack these in there. Make them work for it. And after I fill them, after I get them filled, I take another seed starting tray. Not sure if you can see that. And I fill it about, I don't know, 1/4 to halfway full of water. You can see it's pretty cold in this garage right now. The water's kind of warm. I like to fill it about halfway and brush off any excess. And then I just put these in here and let them absorb the moisture up through the bottom. Because like I said earlier, the seed starting mix is pretty dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all filled up. The warm water absorbs a little bit quicker up through the coco coir. I usually always used peat moss, but this year I'm giving this a try. Seed starting mix, you want to keep it something that's sterile. Seeds don't need any nutrients to get started. And if you put a soil in here with any type of nutrients, it helps disease and bacteria and all that growth. Probably not that important for onions. They just sprout pretty well and they don't seem to care. But I'll be using the same seed starting mix for tomatoes, brassicas, peppers. It's just a little early to start those. Get those packed in and soaking. They're absorbing water right now. So they'll come up through the bottom. It might take a little bit of time. It'll only be about a 1/4 inch from the top, but I don't think the onions are going to get a tape measure around and check on me. I like using these trays because for the most part I don't end up. All right, we got them all filled up. Go ahead and put them in the water. And let them soak for a little while. Okay, they're still soaking. So they're still hydrating. But what we can go ahead and do now is we can actually put our seeds in there. You can kind of see these ones that have been in there the longest, they're already damp. Which is amazing. This stuff works really nice. Okay, so now what I'm doing is opening the package. These seeds I bought off Amazon from David Seeds. I usually get mine from Baker Creek or Johnny Select Seeds. But for some reason when I ordered this year, I didn't get any storage onions. So I'm just gonna put a couple seeds in each one. I'm not super picky. I get 2, 3, 4, 1. It all seems to work out just fine. Like I said, just trying to get just a few in here. I have 200 seeds. I don't remember how many seed pots these are. Yeah, they're really starting to absorb the water. I don't particularly need 200 onions, stored onions, but, and I can always go back and thin these later. I don't really like to thin them, but that's one of the advantages of starting with this nice, light, fluffy, sterile soil, is that at planting time, you can separate them a little bit. Alright, I must have overdone these because, well, we're gonna just have enough. Let me see if I can figure out where I dumped a bunch. Oh, right here. Right. Pick a few off, and there's a few on my bench. Alright. So now what I like to do, now that I got all my seeds in there, just take and lightly cover these over. This is where the perlite and vermiculite really come in play. You hold that moisture up there. Just want enough to get them covered. Those depressions that I made, hopefully they were about 1/4 inch deep. Well, they were about 1/4 inch deep. All right, I'm just looking to make sure I got coverage on all of them. And there we go, our seeds are planted. All right, so I already took those out and put them in the greenhouse, but I'm going to show you the greenhouse. I couldn't carry the camera and the tray on this ice. I was kind of afraid of dumping it. It's a nice day out, upstate New York, 18 degrees. So this is my greenhouse. I built this because I don't like grow lights and starting seeds in windows. They always become really leggy. So I figured I would do this. It's on wheels so I can move it around. If it gets really cold, below 0 or whatever, I can bring it inside. But I have heat seed starting mats in the bottom, and they're set at 55 degrees. I'm not sure if you can see them, but I have 4. And I have water in those coffee cans and tea jugs down in the trays. They absorb heat and hopefully seem to have worked so far. We've gotten down as cold as 9, and it's held pretty good temperature. These I'll show you the other ones. Last week I planted these are Walla Walla onions, and these are Elisa Craig. Elisa Craig hasn't really sprouted. And then over here I have Welsh red bunching onions, and there's the tray we just planted together. Yeah, the camera just won't pick up the temperatures, but it's 18 degrees out right now, and the soil down at the bottom of the greenhouse is staying. The one's reading 77. It's dropping with this door open, so I'll have to close it. One of the features I didn't talk about on my greenhouse yet is this little thing right here. I got it on Amazon. It self-opens the door when that cylinder hits 90. So it's 18 degrees today, and the greenhouse at the top is at 90. I think it works pretty good. We got some grapes we're trying to start from cuttings. Back there, those are lilacs. But that's all. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Have a good day.